wonderful to see you all here today, and even though we're celebrating Dr. Seuss's birthday a day late, that's perfectly okay, because we're still going to be as enthusiastic and wonderful as we would have been yesterday, and we love to read every single day of the year, but it's always wonderful to have this date on our calendar to really celebrate our love of reading. And I'd like to start our gathering today by introducing Mrs. Godfrey and Mr. LeClaire, who are going to begin this shindig by reading a story to you.
Good morning, everyone. I have to apologize to begin this morning because I did have a Dr. Seuss tie out ready for yesterday, but I didn't know that we were going to be doing this today, so I figured I'd keep the Dr. Seuss tie until I really knew we were coming, and instead I put on my last, and I emphasize last, my last snow tie, so we hope this is the last snow tie I ever wear. This morning, Miss Godfrey and I are going to share a book. I'm going to read the first half, and then she will share the second half with you. Can you all hear me well enough if I don't bend way over? Yes? The book that I'm going to start reading is Oh, the Places You'll Go by... Thank you. Oh, the Places You Will Go. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things can happen and frequently do. Too many as brainy and footsie as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers. You'll soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true. The bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump. And the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done.
You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both elbow and shin.
Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wall space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting, waiting for a train to go, or waiting for a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting, waiting for a fish to bite, or waiting for the wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or the string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you go, there is fun to be done, there are points to be scored, there are games to be won, and the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win, because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something, you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. And there are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, though hack and cracks howl. Onward and up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure that you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Boxbaum or Bixby or Bray, or Mordecai Alley Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way.
Thank you, Mrs. Godfrey and Mr. LeClaire, for starting us off in such a Zeusian kind of way today. Right now, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Kevelich, who's going to lead us all in something we do inside our minds and our hearts every single day. She's going to read us in the Reader's Oath. Lead us in the Reader's Oath.
You know, the best way to get better at anything is to practice. Well, the same holds true for reading. The more you read, the absolute better you are as a reader. So today, I'm a reader. We're all readers here. We're going to take the Reader's Oath together. So I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. Everybody ready? Show me. Here we go. I promise to read each day and each night. I know it's the key to growing up right. I'll read to myself, I'll read to a crowd. It makes no difference if silent or loud. I'll read at my desk, at home, and at school. On my beanbag or bed by the fire or pool. Each book that I read puts smarts in my head. 'Cause brains grow more thoughts the more they are fed. So I take this oath to make reading my way. Of feeding my brain what it needs every day. Great job. Thank you.
Boys and girls, Mrs. Levine has been working with the 4th grade for a couple of weeks now, getting them ready to sing a very special song for you this morning. It's the Reader's Song, and the 4th grade will be singing that for you under the excellent direction of Mrs. Levine.
Thank you, Mrs. Longobardi. I just wanted to mention a few things about this song. Yes, we have been working on this for the past few weeks in all of our grade 4 classes. And the song is actually pretty challenging because we're going to be singing the song twice through. The first time through the song, we will all be singing in unison. There are 5 verses. Then we're going to continue and do the song again, but the second time in a 3-part round, which was really challenging to do with 5 verses, and they've done a great job. And also, we have some students over here playing metallophones and bells as well.
Reading helps your mind grow, adds to all that you know. Take
was wonderful. Thanks so much. And anybody wants the words to that song, just let us know and you can have it. You can sing it all the time. Right now, I'd like to present Mrs. Teague. She's going to explain to you guys how you're going to keep tab today on the pages read to you. So I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Teague.
Good morning, boys and girls. I want to compliment you. You are doing wonderful today. And I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you to show me your answer with your hands, not your voices. How many people returned their pledge sheets this week? Awesome. Okay. So today, we're going to start filling in our pledge sheets. And on the back of your sheet, you have a reading list. When you go back to your classrooms this morning, you will start with number 1, and you will write in the title, "Oh, the Places I'll Go." And you will write 31 pages, because there are 31 pages that Mr. Claire and Mrs. Godfrey read to you this morning. When you go back to your classrooms, every time you read today, you will log in the book title and the pages that you read. If your teacher reads to you, please write down the title she read and how many pages she or he read to you. When you go to special today, bring your pledge sheets with you. And again, some of the specialists should be reading to you today, and they will tell you the title and the number of pages. So don't forget to bring your pledge sheet and a pencil to your special. At the end of the day, you're going to tally up how many pages you read. And that way your sponsors will know how much money they're going to give to you this week. You'll bring your pledge sheets home today, and you should have all your money returned to the school by March 9th. Okay? Enjoy your reading. Have a great day.
Right now, Mrs. Peasy is going to explain the raffling process for these wonderful baskets that we see.
Thank you for all of the money that you generated for the tickets that were used to fill these beautiful baskets. We want to thank the teachers for putting those together and all of the grade levels and all of our specialists. And what's going to happen now is that we're going to raffle off the baskets. I'm going to choose the first name of the student that wins. You will come up and choose the basket that you want. I'm going to ask that you stand in front of the basket for just a minute so that I can record it. Then the basket's at the end, then that child's going to pull the name for the next kid. And at the end of that, all of the baskets are going to be brought down to the office, and your parents will be telephoned. We don't expect you to carry them around all day, although I'm sure you might think about that. Looks like fun. The monies that were generated from this all go to a scholarship for a student at King Philip High School. And anybody going into education is eligible for that scholarship. So that's where the monies go that get generated from this wonderful project. Are you ready? The first winner is Kaylee, is it Nays or Noise? Kaylee? Kaylee's going to pick the next winner. Mark and Haley. Lake Manja. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our raffle this morning. Congratulations to our winners, and you have a wonderful day.
Readers, it's time to get down to the serious business of our day. Start reading.